How's it going, Virgo? Okay, Robin here with Aries Fire Tarot. I just said something a little bit weird, and maybe it's because I'm not the most technological person around. So anyway, let me introduce the video. I'm doing Wealth and Abundance reads for May 2021. And I'm going to be using the Tarot of Dreams to do this. So I record on my iPhone, all right? So I use this app. And in the middle of it, there's this little, like, almost a faint white circle. And there was some sort of fleck on my phone. So I went to go and just kind of, smear it off there. But then the little circle moved around. And I'm like flabbergasted. I don't even know what that's for. It's like, it moves. Like, what does it do? So maybe I'll read up on that later, but probably not. But anyway, that's my story. And that's why I was looking like, when the video started. So Virgo, this is going to be your general tarot card reading for Virgo and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I hope you guys have a great time while you're here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, guys, and share the love. Share the love. So yeah, I'm going to start pulling cards here right away. I feel like doing runaway intros, so I want to spare you guys my monologue, hey, my stand-up comedy routine. I'm here all night, so let's start pulling cards here. I love this for you guys. I find this a really, okay, so I pulled the Three of Coins, which is the card of alchemy, and I just need a second to look at it here. It's really telling me a story. Okay, this is a very different looking Three of Coins, okay? So this guy's working really hard. He's got his, like, what is it? This smelt? I don't know. He's creating coins, okay? And he's got one in the works there, and he's really working hard. He's got some sort of, it looks hot, okay? Whatever's going on there. It looks like a real scorcher. But the two coins in the background, they look like eyes. It's like you guys are being observed. Not in a creepy way, but, there's some sort of benevolent angel or ancestor behind you, kind of like the eye in the sky. I'm just going to write that down so I know what to call your video. So I feel like there's some sort of throwback where you could pick up some sort of trade that somebody in your family did. I don't even think you know this person, but they're like, oh, look what my great grandson, daughter is doing. Hey, excuse me, guys, angels, ancestors, I need to get to the front here so I can see through the veil. And they love this. They love this, that you're doing this, okay? So it could be something a little bit, that could be, some people figure it might be outdated, but there was a real fine craftsmanship to it. Or, just something that they did. Maybe writing I see something really creative where you're building something or painting something. I'm seeing something like really handcrafted, and for you guys, what I'm seeing here, this is why I look away, is sometimes my guides give me sort of, it's almost like a tunnel, and I can see scenes playing out. So I need to watch it. Like I think some of you could even be, and this is very specific, so if you were able to be guided to this video, I see some of you even doing things like reenacting, historical events, or getting into some sort of, let's say, theater design or movie sets where you're actually crafting things for around the same time period where this ancestor is from. And I'm seeing, let's go back at least 4 generations, maybe 5. Okay, so something from that time period really inspired you. and you want to go do the painting or the writing or, you know, building theater sets or being on a movie and costumes, makeup, you know, something really, really connected to kind of a different age, okay? And you kind of, it feels like a real renaissance, okay? And trust me, I never use that word. So I see how it's tied to this Three of Coins and the card of alchemy and creating wealth is because it could bring back a trend, okay? You know how things, they trend and then they fall out of fashion. You know, you're allowed to wear bell-bottom jeans one day, but if you wear them the next day, you get laughed at. So something that was out of fashion that you were able to bring back through your passion for it. Wow. You got the Strength card here. So there's something very powerful about this Strength card because most of the Strength cards, they show a lion. So this one has the tiger. So it's a little bit different, you know? You're not following the beaten path. You're taking the road less traveled. And you do have this, I'm getting the word inbound strength. That kind of weird because this ancestor that is starting to make their way to the front of the line towards the veil. If you guys don't know what the veil is, like just do a quick search on it, okay? It's the veil between afterlife and life, okay? And I don't want to take up the reading by talking about that, but anyway, they're going to infuse you with this strength because you might have I'm getting the words like a terrible time finding that niche where you belong in. But it's not anything that you should ever give up on because this is really like the fabric of your destiny to fulfill this. And again, this could, you know how trends, they just take off, you know, and really like that you would never think of that are just so bizarre and weird. And I'm just going to throw one out there. What is that song? Apple Pen? Like, are you kidding me? It just took off, you know, and somebody became a millionaire selling pet rocks. So, you know, don't lose your focus on this, even if you think that it's unattainable, because you wouldn't be given the idea to do this, do something retroactive. You wouldn't have been given this inspiration if you were going to fail. The only failure available for you guys is if you give up on yourself and give up on your strength and don't recognize the different sort of beast that lies within you in the tiger as opposed to the lion. And because this is a tiger in the Strength card, I really want you guys to look up any messages from Spirit Animal Tiger. And it's as simple as going to a web browser and typing that right in. Okay, so this is going to be a really big month for you guys. Should you choose to accept the mission of the inspiration that will be delivered to you. I'm going to quickly tell you guys about how I became a tarot card reader. So I was minding my own business. I was doing my own thing. And I was doing the dishes in my kitchen. And I heard the voice, and I swear it was my my grandmother who had just recently passed away. You should start studying tarot, dear. And I was like, all right, you know, and it just seemed really bizarre. And then things just went on from there, you know, so that could happen for you. And it could take quite a bit of time, but anything worth having takes time. And you do have a force clearing the way ahead of you. Just keep on thinking about these eyes in the sky, and they are watching you. There's actually a song, it's kind of an old one. I think maybe it's from the 70s or 80s. It's called The Eye in the Sky. So you do have somebody walking that parallel thing, and it's like you are walking the same path as your ancestor, but things are different, obviously, because it's a different time. But they're just going to fall in line beside you. and give you that advice and give you that coaching. And it could be silent, or you could just feel really uplifted. I think for many of you, you could be smelling things particularly like vanilla. You could feel like crying. You could feel goose flesh. Lights flicker. That's the power of your ancestor passing that baton on to you as you create this throwback current trend. And it could really take you far, you guys. Wow. Wow. I've got goosebumps. Okay, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I know I only pulled 3 cards, but I got just this crystal clear vision from my guide. So I just want to thank right now, because that just opened up and I saw that as if it was taking place right in front of me. It was amazing. All right, guys. Wow, I'm going to go walk this one off because it shook me. All right, because it was so like vivid. All right. Take care. Bye.